Now, Mallory and I are going to talk a little bit tonight about Walmart and how frustrating Walmart can be. It was very because of the people that work there. I mean, God bless anyone who's got a job. You know what? I would that I had a job so good as working for Walmart. I don't. Wish I did. But okay, I think that your shoe size and your IQ have to match in order for you to work at Walmart. I cannot believe the idiots that work there. Um, Maybe it's just my Walmart. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm in California and Walmarts haven't really hit their stride in California yet. I don't know. So tonight I'm going to the Walmart. I dropped blueberries in actually my blueberries slipped through the cart and they fell on the floor. They opened up, blueberries scattered. So I lean over to the little gal and I say, hey, I dropped some blueberries. You might want to call maintenance to come sweep it up. She looked at, her mouth drops open. She looks at me like no one's ever dropped produce in the aisle before. I mean, it's like it wasn't getting in. So finally, she looks at the blueberries and she looks back at me with this kind of scared look on her face. She turns and runs. I'm not kidding. She turned and ran away from the register, just ran away from it. I'm standing there watching her, disappear into the depths of Walmart. And I look back at the other guy who's waiting in line and I said, I don't know. I'm not sure where she went. You might want to get in another line. So he waited with me for like another, 2 or 3 minutes. She didn't come back. So he leaves the line, squishing blueberries under his feet as he goes. And I'm waiting. A few minutes later, here she comes back. But she doesn't come back to my register, see? She goes to the register next to mine. And I'm waiting there, waiting to be checked out, right? I've been there for 5 minutes. And she gets on the phone, and I can't really tell what she's saying, but she's talking and talking and looking around and talking. Finally, she gets off the phone. She goes and she stands over the blueberries. And I'm like, excuse me, I'll tell you what, why don't you let me stand by the blueberries? I can protect the customers, and why don't you check me out? That way we'll save some time. Oh, no, she says, somebody might slip. Okay. And I said, well, okay. I said, if you've got paper towels behind your register, why don't you just give me a hunk of paper towels while you stand guard over the blueberries on the floor? I will pick them up with a paper towel. Nice and neat, right? She says, well, no, I've already called maintenance. Okay. I guess maybe 5 minutes later. Okay, I've been here at least 10 minutes, maybe longer, standing in the line. Well, there was no line. There was nobody else there because she turned off her register light. Okay, here comes somebody else. This little gal with a customer service grand poobah, tag on. And she looks at me and she looks at the blueberries and she looks up at the chick and she looks back at me and she says, what happened? I said, well, I dropped the blueberries. They slid out through the hole in the cart and, they're on the floor and we just need to sweep them up. She looks at the register gal again and she says, blueberries? Like, somebody had just attempted a diamond heist or something. Someone tried to, steal all the polyester sweat clothes or something. It was really an incident. So she gets on the phone, calls maintenance. Now we're working on 15 minutes, right? Finally, here comes maintenance. All right, maintenance. Maintenance was this monstrous 12-year-old, he looked like. I mean, he was real young. Big, huge guy, pushing a big, huge cart with all of these, brooms and brushes and mops on it. And he just comes lumbering along. It takes, forever to finally make it to the register. And I'm watching this guy. He finally pushes his cart up next to me, and he's looking around and not quite sure what the problem is, and the gal's like, blueberries, over there, pick up the blueberries. So then he looks at his cart for a second, trying to figure out which, implement of destruction he's going to use, which weapon is he going to take out of his quiver, right? So finally he picks up, not like a dustpan and a little broom, which is all you really need. He picks up the dust mop, the big, huge, hairy dust mop. And he goes down and he's trying to push these blueberries into some sort of pile. And what squishy red blueberries, what are they going to do? They're getting all stuck up in his mouth. So finally, he comes back and all this time they're waiting. They're not checking me out yet, okay? He comes back and she says, well, did you pick them up? And he says, no. He says, they're squished all over the floor. Okay, so finally she decides that she's going to check me out. Finally. I was there, I would say close to 20 minutes, waiting while these morons tried to figure out how to simultaneously pick up the blueberries off the ground and get the customer checked out. Oh, and incidentally, they never asked me if I wanted more blueberries. That was above their pay grade, I'm sure. So, I'm going to share a little snippet of my Walmart excursion with you. I whipped out the trusty, smartphone that I always have. The funny thing is, I'm talking and I'm doing this thing, and the broad behind the register, she finally says, are you videotaping this? And I said, no, I'm talking to my husband. We tango. I wasn't going to tell her I was videotaping it. No way. Oh my God. Oh, the Walmart. So anyway, that was my surreal experience for tonight. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night, whatever it is when you see this. And Mallory hopes so too. She wishes she were there at the Walmart with me because she would have given those people a piece of her mind. But she didn't. So we're saying bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Okay, here I am at Walmart. This is kind of interesting. I just dropped those blueberries right there on the ground. And it's like an international incident. The chick had to turn off the register. She went running. I don't know where she went. This poor broad from next door had to come over. She's standing guard in front of the blueberries just in case somebody trips and falls. And I'm like, wouldn't it be quicker if I just picked them up with a paper towel? And she's like, well, no, somebody might slip and fall. Well, isn't that sort of the point of me picking them up with a paper towel? I, like pick them up and dry the floor. So I don't get it. Anyway, I'm probably going to stand here for 20 minutes while they round up somebody to come clean this up. And so here I sit with all my mother's groceries and my mother's new clothes in the lovely Fresno Walmart. Walmart's looking pretty good tonight. Yeah, the other day I was here, yep, it was People of Walmart Day. I mean, everybody who was 475 pounds was in a little cart with their crack showing. But not tonight. Tonight is high dollar night at the Walmart. Everybody's looking good, looking snazzy. Got their pants pulled up, their cracks are covered. They're wearing appropriate to be out in clothes, so it's pretty cool. So anyhow, okay, now it's becoming an incident. This one fellow over here was giving this girl shit about the stuff on the floor. Okay. And looks like nothing's going to happen for a while, so I think I'm going to go find a lawn chair and camp out here at the register. And now it's getting more interesting. They had to call the customer service lady over, and I don't know what's going on, but I think I'm finally getting checked out. Am I getting checked out now? Yes! Yay! Right on. There go the bananas. We're on our way home.